I couldn't hear YouTube, so let me put on Firefox. It may be me. Give me a second.
Okay.
Uh, I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Still on that yet. Let me see. Where is my...
Okay,
Yes,
got you.
sir.
It was on me. And my Chrome was getting. I know that was pretty weird for you. Like, how?
Ah.
You know, that was Chrome, and I appreciate your patience. Oh man, I just got a whooping. Oh boy.
I feel you. I've been up since 3:30.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, that's the only time I can get anything done. In the daytime, my son, if he gets up, like he just woke up, so I
Oh,
gave him some toys to keep him pacified for right now. So
how old is he?
8 months.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Yes, sir. Yeah, I just got this book from the library platform.
What's that? Oh, it's looked the
Mhm.
other way around, so it's hard for
Yeah.
me to read it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can switch it around.
Platform, get notice in a noisy crowd world.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Reading backwards. It's pretty cool.
Still backwards. Let me see. There you
Yeah.
go.
Got that mirror effect, but it's all good.
Yeah, Michael Hyatt.
Oh, okay. How do you like it?
It's good because I'm trying to do some working on my own brand. So it's like I have like a product that I came out with, how I'm gonna market it. I just did alliances to invest in some money in software and some sales training, seven-figure sales training. So yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Do you can you say the product or is it like patent pending or something like that?
Oh no, it's just my personal thing. It's authority takeover.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's essentially to help people. that want to start up their own podcast. The alliance that I just built is with these two guys that have my audience, so which are authors and speakers, mostly authors, speakers, and coaches. And I'm the only one in that has because they got a list of like 200,000 people or something that they have, and they do a lot of mobile text, the text through mobile.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Actually, so in Houston, they have an event. Oh man, it's a guy that I used to be an ambassador for an organization called CEO Space. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay, you got a pen and pad. I'm just going to go through
Yeah.
several,
Give me 1 second.
and I can come back to this. 'Cause I want to give you what we need to go over, but I want to kind of lay out some things that I think could be very beneficial to you.
Okay.
Um,
I'm good.
so number one, just Google CEO Space International. Um, it's a very high-end net worth membership club. I'm a member of it. It's a lifetime membership.
Mhm.
We meet out in Vegas every 60 days. That may or may not be something you want to do right now, but they have free events. I used to do the events in Houston and in Dallas, but they have a ton of author speaker coaches. A lot of the author
Oh.
speakers that you know of, a lot of them came out of CEO Space. So, for example, Lisa Nichols, who is the only woman that's ever raised $1 million for a book outside of Hillary Clinton. She's the only one who successfully did it. She did that at CEO Space.
Okay.
Chicken Soup for the Soul was created at CEO Space.
Okay.
Um, a lot of people that go bestsellers, authors, and speakers go to CEO Space to get their books published.
Wow.
The
Okay.
PR. Yeah, so the people that get you on Oprah and all of those people work out of there's a lady called Erin Saxton. You can Google her. She's a member of CEO Space. She's not cheap, but she's the one that put Lisa Nichols on Larry King and everything else.
Okay.
But I say that to say this: a young lady named Bonnie Carpe. She's not the meetup. She's not the person over CEO Space anymore, but she used to be. But
Mhm.
she runs a Thursday free networking event in Houston. She
Okay.
knows a lot of speakers and authors. That would be a good person to go connect with.
How does she spell her last name?
Karpay.
Karpay.
Yep.
Okay. Got
And
it.
I can find out. Just remind me to find out where her Thursday networking events are.
Okay.
And then another person, I think Jeff Klein. She can introduce you to Jeff Klein. Jeff Klein runs a speaker co-op event in Dallas and in Houston. They have
Okay.
meetups. So if you go to meetup.com, you may be able to find speaker co-op. And
Okay.
they both know me. So if you just say Edmond Lee, sent me to you, that's a good network for you. The
Okay.
person I just got off the phone with was a lady named DC Cordova. DC
Cordova.
Cordova she's a beast. She is. She is the person who she inherited a company or bought a company called Money and You about 35 years ago.
Mhm.
Money and You is the place where entrepreneurs go to become the great entrepreneur that they are. And I say that, and I'm serious. She has one of the people that's been through it that she became business partners with is Robert Kiyosaki. Uh,
Okay.
he went through that before creating Rich Dad Poor Dad. He actually created Rich Dad Poor Dad with a young lady named Sharon Lecter,
Mhm.
who wrote it, and she helped him write Through Money and You. A 23-year-old guy that was feeling these visions of being this powerful man had issues with his confidence. At
Mhm.
23 years old, DC helped coach him through that. He's
Okay.
now known as Tony Robbins. Um, yeah, she helped him.
Okay.
Chicken Soup for the Soul, the owner of Ben and Jerry's, just hundreds of thousands. She's around 65. I can give you remind me to send you, if I didn't send you the video of DC talking about her event coming up in Cancun. I just went to her event in San Diego. My life is never going to be the same.
Really?
Never.
Yeah.
She taught me stuff past anything. I mean, and it was experiential learning. And programs called Money and You, and
Okay.
it's not hokey stuff where it's just inner development. Because I'm big on self development and energy. I'm big on that, and
Uh-huh.
she is too. But she also talks about literally money, and then the connections that I meet there. Oh my God.
Well, of course.
Yeah. I mean, one of the people I was hanging out, having drinks, hanging with, she's a Chinese woman from Australia. Come to find out, we've been drinking, having fun, cracking jokes, talking, doing karaoke, all types of stuff. Come to find out, she is a successful businesswoman in Asia, well, in New Zealand or
Mhm.
Australia, one of them two. And I talked to my partner, Domingo. He's like, you know what she does, right? I'm like, no, what she do? It was like, I said, I know her family owns like some type of something for a restaurant business or something.
Mhm.
She said, no. She said they have the largest Asian soy sauce company in Australia. She's like, that young girl that's 29 or 30, she's about 31. She's like, she's worth $14 million. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, when you dominate a market, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow. But it was just the relation. She's invited me to
Yeah.
New Zealand. I've been invited to Africa from this event to go on a safari. I've been invited to Europe. Um, this was just 2 weeks ago. But the
Really?
thing, yeah, that this event I just went through. But the thing that was the best for me was it allowed me to truly step into like my purpose and that energy and that those practices that really takes you from one level to the next. And my clarity has been so powerful. My distinctions, my systems, the way I deal with people. I just can't talk enough about it. And we have another event coming up in Cancun that's not even expensive. We got like a she does most of these in Asia because she
Hmm.
says people in Asia are just more receptive to. She's Chilean, and she just feel like it's more receptive to inner work, experiential learning,
Yeah.
and then networking. But we have a billionaire coming down to Cancun to the event in November. We got people from Asia, from India, from Australia, New Zealand,
Hmm.
and it's going to be a magnificent event. And we're going to a Mayan ruin, um, and I'm super excited about it. I'm telling all my friends that are not. I've only told 3 people in my
Hmm.
econ. Well, 4 people in my econ. I have a team of several hundred. I have a large team, but this isn't for the average person. First of all, the cost isn't for the average person. Second of all, you have to be at the right time and in alignment, knowing that there's something that's really bigger for you, and able to network with these individuals that can take you there. You know what I'm saying?
Question for you.
Yeah.
Are you a Christian?
Yes,
And the
but
reason why I ask is because you're using specific words like timing and alignment, and that's why I ask.
yeah, I am, but I study Buddhist principles, and I've studied different spiritual principles. I wouldn't say religion. But as
Okay.
far as my religion, it'd be Christianity. My spiritual beliefs go past Christianity. That makes sense.
Teach his own. Teach his own. What really works for a person. As of recent, I have been experiencing these a deeper connection with God as of recent. I've been praying consistently since June, out of which I've started to meet people of influence, literally like back to back. People that's wealthy and networking with different people and stuff like that. And I haven't really so much like advertised that that's what's been going on. People that have access to an inner circle, is like they will know. Um, but I know God is doing some things. That much I know.
Yeah.
And
Well, like I said, my religious beliefs between God. I mean, I have a cross on my arm. I am Christian. I just believe in like I studied principles of Gandhi and things like that that are just I think when I say spiritual, I mean just being a good person regardless of your religion because I have so many friends with different cultures, different backgrounds, and I won't like shun them or their religion or anything like that because of my religion. That's what I mean. My connection to humanity spreads past religion. That's
Well,
what.
yeah. I'm not a religious person because
Yeah.
religion within itself doesn't really create a change. It's more
Control.
systems and
Yep.
man-made.
Yep.
So
Yep. I
I
chose.
grew up in a religious society, so I can identify the difference now.
We we on the same. I'm more spiritual than religious, so we on the same page. So yeah, man, I got a whoop in today. She just told me. She said, "What I just taught you today, Ed, is going to make you a millionaire." And I was close to a million when I was 23, but I didn't get it the right way. When I said I didn't get it the right way, I was investing in real estate, but flipping them, and I didn't understand wealth. I didn't understand the things that I know and I'm about to share with you now. If I
Hmm.
would have known that now, I would be retired because I was focused on getting rich and investing off of the books I've read, but not
Yeah.
off of what the wealthy do. And I was reading Robert Kiyosaki. I was putting in real estate, but I didn't understand that. I didn't even understand really what the option arms really were. I just was doing it because everybody else did it. I didn't understand what the game really was being played. Now I do, and I can teach it. So
Hmm.
I am going to teach you some things about that. So now that we're rocking, so do you have any questions first off? Anything you want to know? Do you have what do you want to get out of this? I got some things I'm going to share with you, but I just want to know where you are and what you're thinking, and then I can go from there.
Okay. Well, essentially, this is what I am looking to do. I am trying to get my branding a particular way. So I'm trying to work on a sales funnel, but it's like, whoo, it's a lot to cover. But for me right now, I'm trying to get not just a product out there, but get in front of the right audience. I speak, I do poetry, um, and so I'm getting ready to come out with a book, but it's going to be a little bit unorthodox because I'm an unorthodox person, and use a different avenue to launch my book, so to speak.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Um, the insight I was received is basically one of my products is, well, I should say more like a free offer would be Hope Straight to the Inbox. And these are going to be principles that I have that's going to be able to be beneficial to someone else.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Let's put that to let's put something on top of that. You would want to connect with my partner Eric, who was doing the call last night.
Mm-hmm.
I own a percentage of the company that he was speaking of. Getting on his call will be very good for the front end revenues, what I call it. The front end
Okay.
revenue is what can get you rich. The back end is what gets you wealthy. Okay?
I got
So
you.
I'm going to focus this call on the back end. How you create and attract the money, that doesn't matter. However you do
Okay.
that is how you do it. But the only thing that's going to get you to the next level is what do you do once you get it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to focus on now. As far as marketing, branding, all that good stuff, the call with Eric, just make sure I get you the information for Tuesday and you can get on that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is I'm actually in the process of creating a legacy product, and I spoke internationally on how to build a legacy. There's been something that's been very passionate. When I lost my homes, my cars, because I got hurt bad in the real estate market. The thing that hit me was the fact that I didn't have any kids and I wasn't married. So
Mm-hmm.
nothing too drastic happened to anybody besides me. But what I vowed to myself was that nothing will ever happen this drastic to somebody besides me at
Okay.
that point. So therefore, the way I filtered information, it changed from, oh, you can make money with this, you can make money, you can build. And I'm like, I've done that. I don't, making money is not a problem for me. How do I keep it? How do I go to the royalty level of wealth and not even in money? So let's break it down. Let me break down what wealth is, in my opinion. And I actually, one of the people I follow, which is one of the greatest humans to walk this earth, um, mentally, I'm not on a spiritual standpoint. You got your Da Vinci's, your Socrates, and all that, but Buckminster Fuller, I'm not sure if you've heard of him.
No,
He
I'm
was
not. I don't think
before
so.
our time, but that dude is. I learned about him at Money and You, and when they broke down his principles of wealth and just life, it was. I mean, I'm reading his book. I can't even get past the first page. It's like that deep. I mean, it's like literally like reading the Shakespeare of business. But it is. It really is amazing. And so what I learned though was his definition of wealth, and I don't have the direct one, but it's similar to what I think of. It's how long can you survive without working? And when you can survive forever without working, then you're wealthy.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I'll, I'll, I'll share this. My husband was able to save up sizable amount of money by working in Iraq. We're both soldiers, but he's very frugal. Okay, so he was able to stack up like 100K. This house that we live in is a HUD home, and so the rest of the money is just in savings. Some of the money was in investments. We got a return of about, I think he said he got 39% return last year.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is
That's when people ask me if I'm in my econ, I say I live.
so.
They don't understand what I mean when I say I live it. I mean I live it daily. My husband is a avid couponer. He got it really bad. Like if there's receipts on the floor, pennies, he'll pick it up. Like
You see, that's the thing. So that's another tip on the from rich to wealthy.
mhm.
Somebody like him, if he chose to mastermind with more people like him,
Yeah.
it would go to the next level. Some people get to one level and they say, "I got it. I'm good." You know, but when you take that person, because you never really hear wealthy person, you hear wealthy families more than you hear wealthy person, because it's a group thing. It's a group effort.
Yes.
Rich person, rich person. I told people you can get rich easier than you can get wealthy because there's formulas. So let me break down the formulas real quick so you get some value out of this call, and I'm going to share some stuff with you. So let's go. First of all, the key to wealth is to be able to have your yearly income coming in every year, whether you work or not. Okay, that's my definition for it. Now,
Okay.
my econ's definition of what everybody wants is they want to be able to sustain their lifestyle during their working years, whether it's a job or a business. There's two things they want out of life. The second thing is they want their assets to be able to provide that same lifestyle when they don't want to work or cannot work or they're disabled. Okay, so let's find out that quantitative. That's qualitative. Let's find out quantitative what that means. So what would you need to come in per year for you to not have to worry about necessities and a little bit of money to, do what you want to do, but not splurge and, buy 20 houses. But I'm just saying, what would be that necessity amount that you could say, look, we don't have to work. All we do is work on our businesses or our charities or whatever. What would that number be per year or per month? Because the formula is to find out per month, and then we multiply that times 12.
Per month, generally our expenses, and that's just me and him, our expenses like 500 a month. I know it's low. Yeah, it's about that.
Wow.
We own our own house. Okay, we have a used car. When I say my husband is avid when it comes, we do not, no loans or anything like that. So yeah.
I like him already. I do. I tell people all the time I'm a black Jewish man.
My husband's white.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the he sounds white. So he not going to the club.
It's 1 o'clock.
Tipping no dollars. He like, hell
Yeah.
no. Okay. All right. I get it. So what would you say would be that income threshold then? $2,000 a month? 3?
That would actually be the threshold, about $2,000.
Okay.
And that's not including if I decided for my other business if I wanted to scale up.
Yeah. So this is just so that you don't have to. What's I call this is don't worry money.
Don't worry money. 2,000. Don't worry money.
And then if you make good sales in your business, cool. If you don't, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take that number. So let me give you the form. You take your monthly, multiply it times 12.
Okay.
And then you multiply that times 10.
Okay.
Okay. So if the reason being is we have that yearly, we have that monthly, we turn that into yearly, which is what, 24,000.
Mhm.
And then we multiply that times 10, that's 240 grand.
Mhm.
And if we put it in just a simple mutual, we can get 10% return, and that can give you that 24,000 year after year after year after year after year. Okay. Now, if you have things and something getting 39%, you can have that, but then you have this money as just my don't worry account.
Okay.
Okay. And so, with that being said, that's the formula, and there's four things that stop people from that formula: it is debt, taxes, inflation, and less than ideal cash flow decisions.
Mhm.
Usually we can grow in one of those areas. Seems like you guys got really good hold on your cash flow decisions. Okay. The taxes part is where a lot of people can get a lot of value, and I'm going to share with some things with you that I've learned. So do you work? He works a 9 to 5. You work a 9 to 5. Are you both business owners or what?
He just now started deciding to go to work. Because we've just been able to not have to work, especially since I have the baby at home. But I really want to be at a point where I have my own money coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, 80% of Americans have their W-4 filled out incorrectly. Okay. And because he can classify as a home-based business owner, or if he has one, or if he doesn't, he can either you leverage yours, or you could, if you were in the MLM, if you did it in his name, the one that you're pushing, then he could classify for a home-based business, and then he could increase his deductions and dependents on his W-4. So I have a video out. If you put in W-4 tax form online, Eric and myself have a video that's got like 13,000 views. It shows how to correct that form.
Okay.
How to use that for your advantage. Then another thing that people don't notice, you can hire your child. It's only 8 months, but you know that, right? 6,000 a year, another tax write-off. So then, as a business owner, you want to look into SEPs and Simples, which are self-employed pension plans. Okay, so it's like your 401k as a business owner that you contribute to yourself. Okay, so taxes is one where we increase our cash flow. Debt, a lot of people get into debt. Doesn't seem like you guys have that, or you have.
I still have my student loans, but
Okay.
I'm about to work some things out, and I know that's gonna be taken care of. So
what I'm gonna do when we go through the plan that I'm showing you, it'll be pretty cool. I'll get into that. We're gonna do a little example. So you got debt, you got taxes, you got inflation. Nobody can get rid of inflation. If you live in America, you have to invest over inflation just to keep up, right?
yeah.
So a lot of people don't account for that. And then cash flow decisions, making sure that you have a network stronger than you. That's the number one thing I tell people. That's one thing I see a lot of people that start getting their money, they do not get into. If you're always the sharpest knife in a drawer, you got to find another drawer. Always. This is why a lot of people in America lost a lot of money, because when they were flipping real estate, mine included, my ego got higher. I wasn't arrogant, but I felt like the people that were around me, they couldn't tell me anything about money because I had more than all of them. And then, or I was right at the neck and neck, so I didn't find a mentor past that, or feel like I needed one because I had things going good.
Yeah.
Okay? But that is the number one way to fail in America. Number one. Masterminds. If you read Think and Grow Rich, all they talk about is masterminds.
Yeah.
It's like
there's a book called One Minute Millionaire by
Mark Victor Hansen.
Yes, and Robert G. Allen.
Yeah.
I got
Both
it right now.
Both CEO Space grads. The movie The Secret came from CEO Space. So it's a powerful thing. Now there's 3 solutions to those 4 issues. Okay? First is minimize taxes. First thing we got to do. So we got to get with something or somebody or some system or some software, some coach, mastermind that can show us how to legally, ethically, and morally minimize taxes. The first thing. Second, we have to have some type of home-based business income. because that goes along with the taxes, and then it
Okay.
goes along with more income that comes in, and you get taxed on the back end, not the front end. Like with a job, you're getting 35% taxed, right?
Mhm.
Up front before you even get your check. With a business, of course, you get the money up front, and you use your write-offs.
Okay.
In that, though, you must have a bulletproof software or system to have good record keeping for your business. Because
Yes.
the more successful you get, the more eyes and attention you're going to get from the SEC and the IRS. So you must make sure that your records and bulletproofs and your systems are in place. That's one of the things. A lot of people that have their own businesses, they'll get the $9.95 a month or $17 like cash flow system for my econ, not the business side, which is $179. They get just the record keeping side, just so they got their tools and softwares in place to make sure that they're in compliance. Especially after we've been doing these calls recently, like the mortgage call we did last week, and the call we're gonna do next week with the personal cash flow plan. Those are very, 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 very powerful. But anyway, the third thing is cash flow success system, which is what we're going to go over next Thursday.
Okay.
In that is investing. It's the right insurance, the right retirement accounts. You know, getting away from some negative habits. You seem like you guys don't have some of the habits that most have. Late fees. Like, oh my God, I just paid a fee yesterday. I
Yeah.
literally wanted to cry. I paid because I did not get to the post office before I went out of town. I went to San Diego 3 weeks ago. I thought I'd be back, but I did not get back.
Mhm.
I missed the deadline for how long it would take for me to get my passport in time to go to Cancun.
Mhm.
I already have a passport, but I just had to renew it. $75 for nothing. And I'm big. I am the number one. I don't even like red box late fees. You know, I don't even have cable. I use internet. I mean, I'm that guy. So I was surprised when I paid
That's my
77.
husband, because he was about to go off the other day because I think he thought I did my card in overdraft, and he was like, "I'd rather you give away the money than have to pay the bank $35 in overdraft." I
Oh
said,
yeah.
"No, the card didn't go in overdraft." He was like, "Oh, okay."
And the cool thing is, banks don't tell you this, but you can tell your bank to deny on the swipe and not the charge. A lot of
Mm,
people don't know this because if they deny on the swipe, it doesn't go through, and there's no 35, there's no charge. You won't be able to buy what you're buying,
mhm.
but it stops the payment. If it doesn't, then you'll be able to buy it, and it'll be pending, and then you'll get the charge for the product plus $35. Yeah.
They
I
know
mean,
they,
I know all this little stuff.
they know how to make their money. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. And then if you have multiple things coming out the same day, they'll take the higher one out first so that your balance is lower and that the other one hits with the charge. That's crazy.
They trying
So
to get their money.
yeah, but yeah, they've actually had some people trying to sue for that because you literally, if they charge the lower one first and then the second one, you would have enough money. But if they charge the first one and you don't have enough for the next one because the $35 is in there, now you get charged for both. But anyway, so I'm gonna do a quick session with you really quick. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show
Okay.
you some cool stuff. Share screen. What is okay? Man, oh man, it's been a hell of a day today. Hold on 1 second.
Mhm.
Where is it? Welcome to my econ.
You know I met Brian Bean, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he was here in Houston a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
He was there for you. You went for a my econ event or what?
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. How did you get invited to that?
Um, there's a guy down here that's my mentor from my other company. That
Organo?
no, Solar Bay.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
Yeah.
told.
So these Houston guys is down here, connected with Brian B. Matter of fact, Chad had went to Atlanta a few months ago, I think.
I've heard of Chad. I've heard. I
Yeah,
think I heard him on a
that's
call.
that's that's my mentor right there, Mr. Chadwick Robinson here.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, let me show you. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. It went back. Let me see.
Can you see my econ?
Yeah, I do. It's like going back and forth.
Yeah, I'm scrolling around.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a real quick example there for you. I just want to show you this software real quick and put this plan out so you can see the monthly. Um, why are you not zooming in? Because I know that's small for you to see, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll zoom in. Oh, okay, let me see. Tell me when you can see.
I can see.
Okay. So we're gonna just call this the sample. All right. So what would you say some of your goals are in here? Just we don't. It's not gonna mess with the formula, but just get you thinking. What's any of these type of goals that you might have?
Okay, definitely increase my income. Um, I am thinking of eventually getting a new house, but again, like we do, we really pay by cash. We don't even take loans out. So that's really how we do.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that's it. Just increase the income.
Really, that's the most part. I mean, we have everything else we need.
Okay. What about debt or reducing taxes or build
Um,
retirement assets? None of those.
Not really more so reducing taxes. We just on this house in particular, we negotiated down. It's a little bit higher. You know, the market in Houston just went up, so I think it did go up like 9,000 in taxes. Last year we had the tax appraised at like 56,000, so we only paid a percentage of that. Um,
Okay. Well, let's look at something. I'm gonna show you something pretty interesting when we go down
okay,
here. So I'm
and
gonna
maybe
show
the
you.
retirement.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna keep on strolling. What's the least amount of month you desire at retirement? That was 2,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna show you this. What's the year at the latest you plan to retire?
Mm, Probably like maybe 10 years from now. This.
Okay. That'll be 2024. All right. How much retirement income do you expect to receive from Social Security and company paid pension plans? You just guesstimate.
Mm, I would say, if anything, probably. I'm not even sure. That I'm not sure about.
Okay. Let's get to
It would be
zero. If you want to fill out number four, we can. If you want to just say you got 50 grand in there, your investment portfolio now.
we got about 30. 30 on one, about maybe like about 20. Wait, another 20K in another one. So about that.
Just put 50.
Yeah.
So how much do you currently invest monthly in long-term savings?
Um. Right now we have, in terms of long-term savings, we have about 30. So
So about $30 a month you invest
no. Well, you said, oh, you broke it down monthly.
that you
Because
do monthly.
we have a nest egg already. So,
So
and the
what do
nest
you?
egg is about 30,000.
Well, outside of that, do you invest monthly?
Um, it, it basically, the money that already was in the stocks that he
Hmm.
has is the money that's like reinvested back again.
Okay. So it's not anything from current income going back in, going
That's
back.
correct.
Okay. So we leave that. Do you have any additional money that you could invest monthly to build on top of what you already have going in? that you're coming
We,
from your business or from his job?
we could, but not right now.
Okay.
Not at the point that we really want it to be anyway.
Okay. So you already have money set aside for emergencies, right? Like 3 grand?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you feel you have currently have a plan in place to accomplish your retirement goal in your desired time frame?
I wouldn't say that completely.
But
Not
you're on
for
the right,
for
you're
how I want to
definitely on the right
retire.
track though. You definitely, I think with a little bit of tweaking, you'll be you're in. I've done this for a lot of people, and I will say my you are at your habits are not like the average American. I'll just say that.
My husband is an average.
Yeah, it is not like the average. It could use some enhance, but just some small tweaks would make a huge difference for you. But I'll show you that in a second. So here's the thing: do you typically get owe taxes or get a tax refund each year?
Right now, we're not getting a refund. Not yet,
Okay,
because we didn't have to work for a long time. So
right. Okay, okay. And we're going to get back to you guys not having to work. That can be accomplished again easily. Which of the following do you deduct on your taxes each year? Which one of these are you writing off? All of them?
go back. Let me see the screen again. It's back on me.
Oh, it's back on you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um, it'd definitely be like the car expenses.
Is it? Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay.
I think it's the mouse.
Okay.
Okay, car. Okay.
What?
It keeps moving. Okay, stay. I was gonna say stay right there. Don't move.
Why is it moving? That's weird.
Okay. I don't know.
That's weird. Is it
Okay.
moving still? When I move this around, is it going?
Yeah, it did.
It goes back to you?
Yeah. Let me see
Oh,
if there's a way for me to.
let me do this then. What's it doing now?
Okay, that's.
Still
I
moving
was.
back?
It just did it. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to. Okay. Man, that's weird.
Sometimes the software can be a little bit janky. So that's a given.
Are we in here now?
That looks. I don't know what's going on with your side.
So on my screen, it's going back and forth between.
Yes, between me and you. Let me see
Well,
something.
it may be the fact. Can you? It may be going off your voice sensor. Can you go to the bottom and click my screen, which is white box, and there should be a white box over my screen.
Okay, wait. Your screen? Okay, bam. There you go.
Yeah, so it shouldn't move anymore. You
Okay,
see my
that's
screen? You see my screen, right?
when I keep it on. I'm trying to keep it on.
Yeah, as long as you keep that white box around it, it won't
Okay.
leave my screen.
Okay, there you go.
Got it?
Perfect. You see, you guys done mastered the Google Hangouts. For real.
Well, we should. I mean, I own a company called Hangout Academy. I should know it. Yeah, we teach people. We teach Hangouts and how to use them. You'll
I
see.
didn't realize that it was just like that complex because it's like, I'm like, oh, you just get on.
Yeah, it's no, it's. But man, they've made us. We've made a nice piece of change and a lot of difference with people. It's been pretty fun using Hangouts. So okay, so you said you write off car and truck. What else?
Um, Definitely would be. We should really consider when we do travel, but it's right now is really infrequent. Um,
As far as your write off, you don't write travel off every year.
because I mean, we just got married like a year now, so it's like we didn't really go too many places.
But this is including your car. This is including traveling from here to Walmart. I mean, this is everything is travel.
Yeah, we should.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
we got some fun stuff to talk about. Okay.
Okay.
Wages not yet until your child gets older. You'll be writing off his wages.
Okay.
Communications, internet, phone, you write that off, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Depreciation, not yet.
Not yet, no.
Meals and entertainment, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So consider attending a MyEcon tax and recording keeping class in your area to get more knowledge about potential business deduction. Now, this is key too. You do not have to join MyEcon to go to our tax training and seminars. We have them, not a business presentation. These are different.
Mhm.
The tax training is just straight tax knowledge and information. Um, there's a training center. Houston and Atlanta actually, Houston is the only place that has a training center. Even Atlanta, they have locations, but they have the corporate office in Atlanta, but the training center in Houston, um, every so often they have a full tax class. And one of the guys there is the guy, Charles Thomas, who was on the call last night.
Mhm.
His sponsor is the one in Houston. He's the main older gentleman, old school player, man. He's so smooth. But he's not a player. He's married, but he's just really, really sharp. Very, very genuine dude. Ed Townsend. Ed has the center, and he'll do some tax training from time to time. So I can definitely let you know about when he have those events.
Okay.
So debt elimination. You said you got student loans, basically.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay, and that balance is about what you think?
About 25K, like about that.
Okay, and the minimum payment on that a month is what?
Um, I did it off of my previous one, so I didn't have to do a minimum. So like in a grace period right now,
Okay, but let's say if when you were paying or when you do pay it.
it'll be. I think they wanted to work it out to like about 100, like 100 a month.
Okay. All right. So monthly expenses, you got about what? 1,500, 1,000?
Oh, our monthly expenses?
Yeah.
Our monthly expenses is like 500.
With the house? With
Our house is
everything?
paid, our house is paid off. We
Oh.
bought it hut free and clear, car free and clear, no loans.
Well, so lights, bills, cable, internet, phones, all that?
We just have electricity. We just get internet. We don't get cable because we can watch TV from the. Yeah,
Wow. So 500 for real?
that's what I was trying to tell you that we live it. Seriously. Yeah. So it's like,
That's past my econ shit. We have a little more fun. We get, I mean, jeez. I know my
I tell you,
travel.
my husband is like, he'll go through these like coupons really hard. He's like, babe, he get really excited about it, and then he'll take these stuff up to Walmart, like for real.
Does he have you guys have a cashback mall?
For
Oh,
in
he
some
would.
way, we do have one. I don't even use it because it's like he finds coupons all the time, like literally,
Yeah.
like avid, like he bought. I,
There's another here, let me give you something you're gonna like then. Um, there's a Google extension called Honey.
okay.
Honey finds coupons. So like if you're on a site and it's a coupon for that site, it'll pop up. Like it searches the internet for it. Like I bought my mom the Life You Want tickets from Oprah, and my Honey thing popped up and was like, "Hey, you can get $20 off. Just click this." So like if you do start traveling, Hotwire, Priceline, my econ has a free cashback mall where
Hmm.
you can just use anything that you do online. You can use and get cash back. I get checks all the time from just using like budget, rental car, anything that you do, you can get money back. So Best Buy, Christmas gifts, anything. Walmart. Um, I don't know if you might be able to apply coupons online too, but not sure. So anyway, this is another way to give cash back too. But anyway, I'm going to finish this rep. So new monthly cost is the same. The current, uh, wow. I'm just totally amazed. You guys can be like super wealthy, super fast. I'm so serious. Like you can make 500 with damn near any
That's
MLM. Like,
what we realized, because it's like in the beginning, because he's such an avid couponer. Like literally, if he just spends some money, he'll look. He's like, oh, I could have got this. If he got to take it back to the store, he will. It's like he's avid about not spending a lot of money. He wants to get it for the lowest price possible.
yeah, I feel you. I am with him on that. So look, check this out. So now stocks and flipping around and flipping investments with stocks, etc. That's one way to create um, interest and income on your investments. There's also the wealth way of like the mutuals and the cash flow, the things that you put in. And here's the difference between the stocks and the dealing with what we call money managers. I do want you to write this down. I'm about to explain this to you because you definitely want to understand this. And I'm gonna come off of screen share for a second to explain this, and then go back to it. So, do you know the difference between money managers and financial advisors and banks?
I'm not gonna say I do.
Okay, so I didn't either till my econ. But anyway, saving is actually losing money because it doesn't grow past the rate of inflation.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, you can actively invest, which is like stocks and trading and moving things around and stuff like that, which is one portion. Now, the other portion is to have your wealth account with your money managers. So, the best way to explain a money manager is wholesale versus retail. Banks are retail financial products.
Okay.
So, they're getting let's say 12 to 18% interest on your money when you invest with them. Okay? That an average, a 35-year-old male who invests $10,000, if that person invests $10,000 and lets it sit getting, what is it, 6% interest, or 4% interest, rather, when he's done, by the rule of 72, which we go in deeper on a different call, rule of 72 basically is how long it takes for your money to double. You divide 72 by the interest rate. So with 4% with 10,000, that person's money will flip into 40,000 by the time he's 71 years old. Okay? Now, if we want that to be 80,000, then what type of percentage do you think he needs to get? If 4% gave him 40, what do you think he needs to get 80?
At least 8.
Right. That's what most people think. See, compounded interest works. It works wonders for you. If you get it working for you.
I know about compound interest, but where can you get compound interest? Because I actually was looking that up.
I'm about to show you. You telling you. See, this is the key of the mastermind. You got to get with people that are with you and can take you next level. And I'm gonna show you in a second exactly where you get it. Like I'm not gonna BS it or sugarcoat it. I'm gonna show you the account.
Okay.
So, but first I want to explain the concept. So instead of 8%, he only needs 6% to flip that to 80 because of the compound interest. Okay? That's same correct. 10,000. If he got 12%, instead of making 40,000 at 71, he'd have 640,000 in his account. Okay? Now, here's the kicker. That person that has the 4% and is getting the doubling their money in 71, that's the same person I talk to that knows everything. Doesn't need to learn. They got their job. I'm getting 4%. I'm beating the market. I'm the blah, blah, blah. Or I'm getting 6%. Everybody else is getting 4. I'm going to be getting 80 grand. My friends are getting 40. They're only thinking here down. Where I can say, okay, well, what if you take that 4 and get 12, and now you're getting 640,000 in the same year? And then here's what they'll tell me. Oh, that's not possible. You can't get that amount. You can't get that consistently over time. That's too risky. Where's 12%? We got to invest. Okay, you win. I'm going to let you be right. But I know you're wrong. I had a conversation. I was in a wine connoisseur bar. It's called the Purple Corkscrew in Atlanta. My friend owns the spot. And a guy there, older gentleman, he's like, man, I get yields of 6%, 7%. He was impressing the ladies there and drinking wine and smooth Casanova type. And I was like, wow, 7% is cool. And I didn't even say anything. I wasn't going to even get in this conversation. But my friend who owns the place was like, Ed, what are you guys getting? You know, I know you do investment. What are you guys getting? I was like, well, the average yield, you know, we're getting about 14%. But we do have things that are doing 30 to 50% in a year. But I don't like to quote those because that's just the year and what's happening this year.
Yeah.
But over time, it's been performing at about 14%.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's impossible. He said, man, I study this. I do this. 14%, you just can't get that because, and he started quoting this, that, and the third, and all the people were looking like, oh, wow, he made it seem like it. And they were waiting for me to have a rebuttal. And I said, you're right. 14% is impossible for you. And I just kept drinking. And he looked, and it was the way, the confidence that I said it, that people looked at me like, and my friend who owns it just was kind of laughing like, and I just was quiet because, you know, I'm younger, African American, this guy's, you know, 60. He didn't want to get shown out. So I didn't want to debate. And I told him, I said, and they were like, what do you mean? I said, look, you're convinced that it's impossible. And I love the quote of Henry Ford, one man says you can't, one man says you can. They're both 100% correct.
Yeah.
So if you are limiting your thought to it being impossible, then I'm just going to agree with you.
Yeah.
But I know what my bank statement says. So with that being said, I'm about to show you the proof in the pudding. Now this I don't do all the time, but I'm going to do it because I want to show you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be a part of I'm actually going to create a legacy product. This is going to be a part of it. But I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you what it does first, then I'm going to show you where we get it.
Okay.
So let's look at 8%, right? Let's look at what you have. Retirement freedom goal, $2,000. You need about at 8%. You're going to need $300,000 in the bank. Okay. You got assets on about $110,000 right now. So we need to get you about $190,000. You need to be investing about $1,000 a month in order to get that in order to retire 2024.
Okay.
Okay. 10 years of investing $1,000 a month is easy. Okay, especially when your expenses are so low, you can make an extra with the business you're doing. With, I make $1,000 a month with my econ easy. That's not hard. So you can do that with whatever. But then you got your cash flow from business projections. So you're opening your own business. You're doing some things. How much would you say you want to say? Okay, I'm gonna probably make about this much with the new venture you're doing and your own. Something conservative. $100, $200 a month, $1,000. I mean,
to be honest, I really at the lowest, it would be 2,500 at the lowest.
Okay. Do you want to put that in here or something even more conservative?
That's the most conservative that I would go.
Okay. Well, there it is. I ain't mad at you. All right. So if you're doing $2,500 a month in business revenue, your tax savings are going to be way higher than $250. And probably with your write-offs and your husband. We can keep it at $250 though, just so we don't overestimate if you want, but it's up to you.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Keep it at $250. You got your expenses at $5. So this is what's happening. You talked about increasing income. A lot of people don't realize that there's several steps to increasing cash flow. One is increasing income with either business income or a job. That's what most people, they stop right there. You also can increase your cash flow by your taxes. Okay, decreasing taxes increases your cash flow. Another way that businesses, they always increase their cash flow and their bottom line by cutting expenses. Usually it's the workforce.
Okay.
So if you cut expenses, let's say, I mean, you're at a low point, but let's say you
I don't
You
know if you
know,
could go any lower than that.
yeah, let's say you were doing 1,000 a month and you cut it to five. Now you just created $500 of income every month. Everybody thinks that they have to work for income, and that's not true. Okay, moving
Mhm.
money around is the same thing. So let me redo this. So if we change it. Now it's taking to effect the money you said with the 2,500. So let's just look at this. What it is showing is now with 2,500 in your tax returns, you're looking at about 2,750 available to reduce your debt.
Mhm.
You took that and didn't and still lived off the 500 and applied that to your student loans and didn't go for the 100 a month that they want you to go for
Yeah.
and dropped to 2,000 in 9 months. I mean, in less than a year, you'd be done with that.
What? Go ahead. Go back to that part right there.
Okay. So you see that your balance is 25,000, right?
Yeah.
Currently paying 100.
Yeah.
If you add that 100 that you're currently paying, along with the money you make from your business, which we got
Okay.
here,
Which would be
plus
which would be
2,500.
2,000. So give them 3,000. Well, it'll be 21. Give them 21,000.
Well, plus they equated
But
for
2,100. I mean.
when they equated your taxes and withholding. So this is when if we helped your husband correct his W-4, he may get about 250 back from his taxes from having a
Mhm.
home-based business. You apply that cash flow as well to the money you have to apply to debt reduction, which is 2,750,
Mhm.
2,500 and 250. Then you put that on what you're currently paying, or you aren't currently paying right now, but let's just say you were,
Mhm.
to your student loans. Now let's just say you don't get anything in your taxes, which is not going to happen. Or let's just say 100, but you don't get any cash flow increase. And let's
Mhm.
just say business were super slow starting out, and let's
Mhm.
just change it to 1,000, and let's just say 100. I mean, you're gonna get some type of tax return. Let's just keep it super conservative. We'll come back and display. That's 1,100. So this with 1,100, you're still looking at just 21 months to get rid of your debt.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. And even with this 1,100, I mean the 1,200, you know, now you're looking at you're working from 2014 to 2016. All money's going to paying off the debt.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you already have a good investment account with the 50, so that's fine. You got your 50 going into an 8% account. Conservatively just 8%. It's going to grow while you're paying off a debt.
Mhm.
By the time 2016 rolls around, you're going to increase your taxes because you can then start taking pictures of your son and start writing off another 6,000 a
Yeah.
year. Okay, but we're not even equating for that in here. That's not even in here. But look at what's happening here. So look at this is your existing portfolio, 50 grand.
Mhm.
You're not investing monthly right now. But if you put that 50,000 into something that's going to get you 8%, you're getting 39%. So it's going to be more than that. But that's probably active. If it's passive, compounded without doing anything, this will grow to 117,000.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, if we
So
did
the
take off
AB is the AB compounding?
that A plus B,
Yeah. No.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Um, so that's what's going on currently. Now, if we look at E and F, this is what would happen if you took that cash flow and the new income and paid off debt within the first 2 years. Then now you got 14, 31, 48. At the end of that, you got 188,000 just from your monthly investing, and added that to your what you already had with the 50 grand. Now you have 306,000, which gives you financial freedom in the year 2025. Okay, so that gives you the 2,000 a month that you were looking for every single month coming in, and you can take that interest You can take that and not get taxed on it because you do it in a Roth IRA, which is after tax dollars.
Yeah.
So pull that out, that money is now your lifestyle money. Now, if you want, I can go back to show you. Let me show you what it is with 14% at the 11. This is conservative. Then I'm going to come back and show you what it is at the 25 you were talking about. Okay. So at 14%, you got enough money to invest. You're over investing already. That's what the negative. The negative is a good thing. That
Okay.
means you will have $247 more than what you need in order to hit what you need to hit.
Okay.
I'll show you what that means. So you're getting $1,000 a month in business, and you got $100 in savings, and taxes. Same thing with your debt. Okay, it's going to take the same amount of money to take that out. So that's 21 months.
Mhm.
And then you're completely debt free by 2016. Same thing, but let's look at what happens with the investing side.
Mhm.
You're financially free in 2020, 6 years from now,
Okay.
because of the rate of inflation, the 14%. Okay, this is now. I'm going to take you back to what you said. You told me, and I'm in 100. You're going to be doing more than that. So let's just go to these numbers that we started with. This was the conservative.
Mhm.
If we put this in here, man, like literally, you guys can be with some of the learnings, and I can't show everything right here. Just don't have enough time. You
Mhm.
guys are in a very, very good place to be very, very, very financially set, and your son will be golden with trusts and everything.
That's all I really want.
Yeah, he'll
Um.
be golden. All you'd have to do is focus more on the what I call human capital and mental wealth, so that your son knows why you're wealthy, knows the habits, knows the principles, because that's the key. A lot of people think that the key to wealth is money. It's not. It's really mom and dad. How did we get this money? Why did we get this money? And
let me
who benefits from it? You
let me
know,
tell you something. It's like this prayer that I've been saying for the past 2 months. When I'm talking about, I'm seeing the manifestation of it. I almost regret because I had like a goal plan. I don't know if you can't even really see my board, but if you could,
let me see.
it's like that's really what I want. That's my goal to get.
Yeah, I can see it. What is that?
That's my chart. This is my plan right here.
It's 1.4.
I'm trying to get to the million. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be there. Let's keep playing. Let's have a little fun. I didn't even show you the rest. So let's say you got this. You pay that off in 9 months.
Mhm.
You're debt free in 2015. You got 20. Once you become debt free, now you got 2850 to invest. You're making way over what you need to live. I mean, you'll hit that number in 2018. Just 4 years from now,
Yeah.
you'll be where the 2000 comes in. Now, let's go to that number you were talking about. Okay, you're at that by 2028. The number you almost where you wanted to be 2024, you're damn near at that 1.4 down here at 2027, 2028.
Mhm.
By the time, 2045, oh my God, I've never seen it this high. I just said 19 million. Jeez Louise. I need to get on the fire. I need to find me a HUD home.
Uh,
This
my
is
husband.
compound interest. I
Let
mean,
me
this
tell
is
you.
what compound interest will do.
My husband, right? He was like, "Baby, I could get you $100,000 house." I said, "Honey, it is nice, it's pretty, but I said I know you don't want to go to work right now." That's what I told him. I was like, "It don't even make sense because if you get that house, you're gonna have to go to work because that's gonna be our savings." We didn't even know we was gonna have a kid yet. I mean, so we did okay. We did okay.
Yeah, you got a great. I mean, you apply those principles with what we're talking about, you will be in a great little spot. And this right here, Let me see. I think I can print this and try to send this to you. Nice little motivation. Let me see. Print. I should be able to save it as a PDF. If you want it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just into this thing. Man, I'm telling you, it's like I have regretted not writing out these exact numbers in prayer. I just came across this thing yesterday. He was like, what people, their mindset of what prayer is that, you're asking but it's like iffy. You say, God, send me some money. He was like, you need to ask for a specific amount because some money is not definitive enough.
Yep. Well, at least you know now how much you need.
Yeah.
I need to be investing $1,200 a month. I need to be investing 28. See, I know that number. And I teach people when I speak at my econ events, when I do trainings,
yeah,
I call people out. I say, all right, how much money you need per month to hit your retirement goal?
Mm-hmm.
This is before I even start training. And they're like, what? I'm like, you should know it. You all of my econ reps. How much what is your income goal? What is your retirement date? Do you have your investment account open? These are things that I ask people because this is what matters. All this other stuff, how many reps you built, and I don't care about none of that. All I care about is how much are you doing for you right now?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reps and all, that's the easy stuff, man. That's easy breezy. Okay, so I'm saving this, and then I will get that to you sometime. Just send me I'll send that in a second once I stop screen sharing. Because I want to show you where we get the 14% because I told you I would, so I am. And you have this. If you broadcast it, you should have this.
Yeah.
This recorded, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, all right, go away, Mr. Print. I don't want you anymore. Go away. Hey, all right. Okay, Print, do something. Go away. Okay. So this guy doesn't want to go away. How do I make him go away? See what happens? Cancel. I can tell you how to get to it, but I want to show it so it's recorded.
Okay.
This sucks. Close this tab, please. New tab. Can you take me to a new tab? Oh boy. I want to close this. All right. I might have to. Okay, I'm gonna restart my Firefox. Stay on. I'm gonna log back and give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. If I can, well, try to force close this. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
It didn't close. But it's supposed to have closed. That's weird.
And you got an Apple too? Apple's not supposed to have them type of problems.
Hey, this is what happens when you overwork it.
Yeah, yeah, I do know. So how did you recruit 700 people? He must have just left. Okay.
Okay, I'm back on the
Yes,
scene.
sir.
All right. Okay, so let me knock this out. I've had you long enough, but you waited so patiently, so I just over delivered today.
I appreciate it.
And it matter. It matters. It matters not. This is my karma build right here. Um, Good way to start the weekend. Oh, I gotta travel tomorrow. I didn't even pack.
Man, you travel all the time.
So that's the story of my life. It's a 1 day trip. I'm just going to Nashville for the day tomorrow, and I'll be back. Then I go to Huntsville, and then oh man, it's gonna
Alabama.
get real hectic. And yeah,
I got some.
October is.
I got some friends down there right now.
Oh sweet, the military.
Mm-mm. This is like a Seventh Adventist college out there. My cousin, he went out there. And this whole family just up and went down there and stayed. They still down there.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
my business partner that's throwing the event in Cancun. Um, we're going out there. I'm going to his house to talk about some stuff, and then it gets interesting after that. It's Cancun. Well, it's Orlando for our event. We got an event there, and I'm speaking in Orlando, speaking in DC, then headed out to Athens, then possibly Florence, Pisa, Greece. Maybe London for the Detroit Lions game versus the Falcons in
Hmm.
London, and then what's that other place? Somewhere Greece, Rome. Yeah, Rome. All those places, and then coming back. As soon as I get back, 2 days later, well, I'm going to Tallahassee for my homecoming for Florida A&M.
Man, you travel a lot. I'm telling you that even if you don't get in, just the travel part alone, beneficial to you.
Cash flow system. I just I've been going nonstop, but I keep one thing I do is I am very adamant about keeping my word. Very, 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 very. That is big to me. Can you see my
Yeah, I
thingy
can see the
machine?
screen. I mean, make sure you stay on. Here we go.
All right. Oh, this is not even what I need to show you. But this is the mall. I'll send you a free link. You can get
Hmm.
like some of the places I use: Expedia, Audible, Walgreens, Ace, Hotels, Hotwire, Groupon, Walmart, Priceline, blah blah blah. Bunch of stuff over here though. Let me see. You probably like the deals. The deals. Then
Yeah.
even for taxes, education, department stores, kid stuff.
Hmm.
So anyway, that's that. But let me show you the fun stuff. So you are going to like this. First of all, I must say this. I am not giving you investment advice. I am not SEC certified. I am not a tax professional. I'm not a CPA. I am not giving investment advice. I am simply sharing public information with you.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Cool. Now that that's out the way, T. Rowe Price is where I go to party. This is the money manager that I like. The top, well, I will say the three that are very popular. I got to be so careful what I say. T. Rowe Price, Vanguard, and Fidelity are very interesting ones. But you can find any one. You can use any of them. There's some all over. They're all different types. But go in here, individual investors. When you do individual investing, you do cut out a lot of fees, financial advisors, and other people that would normally get a little piece of the pie. Rightly so, because they're if they're good, they're helping you with stuff that you may not know anything about. But let's say if you go to the mutuals, historical performance, about to blow you away, sunshine. And I hope you show this video to your husband because I'm sure he would appreciate it. Health sciences. Woo, 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 woo. I get excited.
What's that, 19 return?
Oh, I'm about to show you. Hold on, it's opening up. I'll give you the full rundown. So, daily year-to-date return. Oh, it was 19, but let me show you. Okay, here we go. For the month end, for 1 year, is 37%. Now, this was for the year without doing anything. Your money managers, they deal with your funds, and they get about 125 positions in this fund. So you don't have to wake up and move around and trade this and be all stressed and none of that. You just call your money manager once a month and ask them how things go. So, but even with the down market in the last year, this since inception, which is December 29, 1995, has gotten a 15% return.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's what, 20 years?
Not bad.
So, this is a mutual. This is one mutual. Now, Charles Thomas, he does way more than this. I mean, he's my financial advisor. This is just one that he shared with me. But there's things that are getting 20%, 22%, blah, 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 blah. But this is where you would get that 14 that we showed you in that account. Or where this is a sample of an account that could get you 14%. That makes it. Let me get off this before I say something I'm not supposed to say. All right. So I'm done with that. But hopefully that was beneficial to you and you got some value. Yeah. Did you have any questions for me?
Right now, I need to. You know what I really need help with is basically setting up this funnel. Because you just finished doing your own product, right?
Did you have any question on what I just said, though, before we move? Or you
not right now. I see that I really need to have the income come up, for real.
Okay.
Because then everything else will definitely fall into place. Because one of my things is he's working, but it's not something that he really want to do. So it's like I want for us to be in a situation where we don't have to work, and if at most the other expense I'll probably have is daycare.
Right.
How we're doing this now.
Well, what you do is I'm always, I would say plug into to our call next week. Plug into our the funnel, the social media call, and plug into anything that's happening live in Houston. I'll just keep you up to date, and that way you can constantly be educating yourself as you're building. And then the people in the events will be people that can be clients of yours as well.
Okay.
So, as far as funnels and lead magnets, I will say a good webinar to get on that'll give you some good information. And if you get the service, let me know before you get it because we might have an affiliate. But even if you don't, it's a free webinar. You can just learn some good information. Oh, I got a free. This is what you want to get on first. The young lady that makes millions, multi-millions in doing Facebook, and the one I was telling you about, Brittany Lynch, her webinar is going to be Wednesday at 8 Eastern, so Wednesday at 7. She's going to go over some very powerful stuff. And because you have your own product, it's perfect for you.
Okay.
So I will let you get on that. I'll send that over to you too, and that'll be. She's really good at lead magnets and funnels and blah blah blah. And I'm
Oh, okay.
coaching her
Perfect.
on financial stuff. And then I have another webinar that you can get on. It's going to be either Thursday or Friday. But that's let after you get on Brittany's, I'll give you that one because I gotta find. I don't know where that stuff is. So I know you got a bunch of notes and a bunch of things you got to send me.
Yeah.
So we'll be in touch. I'm about to go ahead and I got some more calls to make.
Yes, sir. I got to take care of my child. Actually, I got a call right now for this business. So I'm going to stay plugged in.
All right. Well, we will stay in touch.
All right. Thank you
I
so
will,
much.
no problem. And I'm going to watch that video today and I'll give you a review by Sunday.
Okay. Not a
All right.
problem.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.